Alright, everybody. Hey guys, Providence here, your favorite Orthodox Christian Minecraft YouTuber. And I lied to you. I said this video would be recorded tomorrow. But I decided that I do have some more free time, and I actually did get a little bit of an idea as I was uploading my last video. So I feel like we can walk through that, and we could also get some iron. And we could make an iron pickaxe, or sorry, an iron sword, maybe some iron armor, and I want to get this going. You know, I mean, as if it's not already going. You know what I mean? What is happening over here, guys? All right, hello. Let's get this stuff out of the way. You know, remaking our farm and everything. Where's my seeds? 64 seeds. That's a little much. And also, I watched the last video and realized that I need to start balancing my microphone volume and my game volume. So I hope this is coming through alright. In terms of mixing. I took a little bit of a look at it. Alright, there we go. We still have 9 seeds left. How wonderful is that? Alright, 2 string. Let's take care of this little flower situation. Because I want my home to be beautiful. Almost as beautiful as Segway, the teachings of Jesus. Now, my idea was Jesus' teachings for beginners. So, whether you've heard them before, or if it's your first time hearing about them, or if you just want some, you know, clarification, or maybe some inspiration, I'd like to talk a little bit about that today. I have too many dandelions. That's good for now. I think that looks really pretty. And then we have these firefly bushes. If I remember correctly, we collected more, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So I want to place these in such a way that our home can be beautiful from any angle at all times. So one here, then one up there. Good. Beautiful. All right, now we have a little army of fireflies, if you will. And then I can place some of these guys over here. Yeah, that's cool. That's hip and rad, isn't it? Oh, so pretty. So pretty. That looks good, guys. So, I'm just going to do a list. I'm just going to do 5 basics of Jesus' teachings. So, while I organize my inventory, here's the first one. Love God and others. Jesus says that the most important commandment is to love God with all of your heart and to love your neighbors as yourself. I believe that's Matthew 19. I think that's what it is. When he's telling the man, when the man asks him, you know, how can I be perfect? And, you know, what's the greatest commandment and everything? So I'm going to give you a verse right here before we move on. This is Matthew 22, verse 37 through 39. Love the Lord your God with all of your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is just like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. So he touches on that in 19, and then he finishes his thought there. I'll give you just one more before we go back down into the minds. And it's to forgive others, especially to forgive others that, you know, whether or not they've trespassed against you. It says that in the Lord's Prayer. So verse for that is Matthew chapter 6, verse 14. For if you forgive other people when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. So those are 2 teachings to kick off today's episode. I have 3 more to sprinkle in. And these are just very basic ideas that you can kind of kick around with, whether you're hearing those for the first time or you're trying to rehash them. Beautified. And right here. Beautified. We have 1 more. Where should it go? Right here. No tall grass, please. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Let's put a torch over here, because we want our home to be well lit. I said I was going to do some mining off screen, but I want to use that opportunity to kind of be able to talk while I work. And I want to start separating those efficiently so I can really get through these episodes. Oh, the fireflies are already going. Let's see how it looks from here. Wow. That is just pretty, man. That is really cool. I like that a lot. Looks like we have a pretty dandelion dominant home, which I am more than happy with. It's a beautiful flower. And you're a beautiful flower too. You are an image bearer of God. And so is everyone else. That's why we should forgive everyone else. If I want to touch on that second point again. And I mean, that it also applies to the golden rule. You know, treat others how you want to be treated. Do these firefly bushes light up a little bit? I'm kind of getting that vibe. How pretty. Wow. I'm just in awe. If only all of us could be in awe at the beauty of a video game, as we are the gift of our own lives. Life was given to us by Christ, and it's ruled by Christ. We're not always able to treat it as such, but we should work toward us doing that. When we see the beauty in the world, we should also recognize that we're seeing the beauty in God, because God created everything. This has really got me reflecting. Good stuff, everyone. So I'm glad you're here to join me again. It's a pleasure to be able to, you know, broadcast to you guys essentially. Oh, there's a spider. We can get a fishing rod, guys. It's really it's really nice that we all have, you know, food, water, shelter. We all have electricity, running water. Oh jeez. And you know, we woke up today. I think that's something that we often take for granted, is that we woke up this morning. That's something that one of my Christian friends brought up to me, that we really shouldn't take that for granted at any point, on any day. Because people in much less fortunate situations than you and I are in are waking up and being thankful for it. And a lot of times, you and I aren't. So, I think we should really keep that in mind. Maybe, when you pray in the morning, maybe you should consider that. Alright, I think I'm done out there. I did get a, oh, I don't even think we're going to be able to sleep here. Yeah, definitely not. I need to change my mixer, because I understand that my desktop audio is often just as loud as my voice. Let's bring that down just a little bit. Let's see if that helps. I hope that's better. So now I don't have a sword, and I also don't have any iron. So let's travel back down and fix that. I also don't have any water, which is not a wise decision. but I'm gonna take my chances. You know, one of my buddies was talking to me about this series that I'm doing, because he's one of the guys that actually watches me do this. By the way, hi if you're listening. I appreciate it. But he gave me this idea, which I kind of laughed at first whenever he very first said it, and now you know, I gave it a minute, and now I'm like, it's a really funny analogy. So essentially what he said was, you know, sometimes when we're playing Minecraft and, you know, we're doing well and we're like finding diamonds, it's kind of like when we're succeeding in life. And there's something to be thankful for in that. But sometimes in Minecraft, you're not doing too well. You're not finding too much. And you're in a very unfortunate situation. But what do when you're playing Minecraft? You pick yourself back up. And you keep trying. Because it's a video game, right? But in real life, it takes actual effort. And I mean, it says in Philippians 4:13, probably one of the most famous verses in the entire Bible, I can do all things in Christ. All things through Christ, who strengthens me. So maybe when you're so willing to put so much persistence into a video game, why aren't you so persistent in putting effort into your own salvation? You know, there really is something to that. And I didn't quote him entirely correctly, but I think that's what my buddy was trying to get at. And I thought that was very inspiring, coming from a guy who he himself claimed not to be too in practice with that sort of thing. I found it inspiring either way. And I really enjoyed that. So I'm going to use that to segue into my third point in Jesus' teachings for beginners. And that's serving others. True greatness comes from serving others. It's not from seeking power or recognition. And the verse that goes with that is Mark chapter 10, verse 45. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. Now, that touches on many points. I mean, of course, you have resolving the inherited guilt that we have from the sin of Adam and Eve. But also, you notice Jesus doesn't sit with sinners. He actually touches on this. He did not come to save the righteous. He came to save those who, you know, didn't necessarily possess those qualities. Or to, you know, have all the knowledge in their head inherently. You know, he came to kind of provide that for people. Hey, Spider, what's up? What's up, Spidey? Sorry, Spider, but animals were given to us so that we could, I know. Animals came to us so that we could, you know, live off of them. I know, Spider, I'm sorry. Right? Is that right? Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Spider, but I think that... I'm sorry. I know. Well, here goes nothing. You know, I really wonder if animals are going to be in heaven with us. I don't really have 2 strings still. We didn't collect any more from that. I wonder if animals are going to be in heaven with us. I'd like to think so. I mean, it touches on it a little bit in 1 Corinthians about how, well, diamonds! Yeah, let's go! That's gonna be, oh man, that's so unfortunate, because I know I have to title this Jesus' Teachings for Beginners. Like, that has to be the title for the episode. But this really calls back to when Minecraft YouTubers used to find diamonds for the first time and then name their episode after it. They'd be like, diamonds in all caps with some exclamation points. I was actually just joking about that with a friend of mine like a day or two ago. Wow, and that's just one single diamond. You know, I read this story in Latin. It's from late antiquity, and it's called Speculum Stultorum. And it's a piece about a donkey who kept wishing for more, but the more they wished for, the more it inhibited them. And I think there's a lesson to be learned right here where, you know, we just have one diamond, but it's a diamond. And, you know, you may just have one source of income, but it's a source of income. But, you know, you also only have one God, and that's enough, right? I'm not saying to worship the diamond or anything, but I'm saying to be thankful for it. Because sometimes one is just enough. It's just right. Sorry, I feel like I'm staring at you right now. No. Yes. Maybe. Alright. I'm having a lot of fun right now, guys. I hope you are too. I think we need to put another mine somewhere. I think we've gotten what we needed out of this right here. Because I need to mark down. I think. Yeah, we're done here. 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 We're done. 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 Please, Creeper. Please, please, Mr. Creeper. Mr. Creeper. We can talk about this. It doesn't have to be like this. Let me read another one. Let's go into number 4. And that is, trust God, and don't worry. God knows our needs. We should be able to trust Him instead of being anxious about life. That's, you can also find that teaching in a lot of the Psalms as well. But it's true. You can cast all of your anxieties onto God, and it really will improve your life, improve your work ethic, improve your general morale and everything. That is a point that is very consistent throughout the entire Bible, if not a main teaching that you can derive from Jesus himself. So here's a verse about that. It says in Matthew 6:31-33, so do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? What shall we drink? But first seek his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. So put your full faith into God. Put your full trust into God, and you'll be rewarded for it. If you're really worried about something, or you're worried about something going one way or the other, don't worry about it. Or, if you have a certain anxiety about something, you can really let it go as long as you have a strong faith in God. And that is something that I've applied to my own life recently, and it has actually really been helping me out. I do have to wrap up the episode here, so I am going to go back to back right here. And that is the final point that I want to talk about in this episode. Be a light in the world. You should live in a way that shows God's love and goodness, so others can see it through your actions. The verse for that is Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. You are the light of the world. And it continues, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. So you need to lead by example. You can't just claim that you're a Christian and then do this and that. You actually have to live by what you preach, and that's really what's going to be effective. Because, I could sit here and I can preach to others, but what I should really be doing is following the teachings of Jesus, and they'll speak for themselves. Not only that, but us Christians have a duty to live a certain life that proves to others that what we're doing is actually, working and worth doing. Because if we don't, then, it doesn't really mean much at all. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right here, guys. This has been a wonderful episode. I had a lot of fun. I think I got some really great points down. I think I'm really getting the hang of this. Now, I know, we're, pretty deep into this Minecraft series. We're, on episode 7. But I really feel like I'm getting my bearings. I feel like we're kind of smoothing things out. Um, our Minecraft world isn't progressing too quickly compared to, what a normal one would, but I'm focusing on giving good commentary about things that I actually care about. So to wrap things up, again, if you are a new viewer, I appreciate you. Welcome to my channel. I like to discuss history and Christianity and a little bit of linguistics. So if you have a topic about ancient history or theology that you want me to kind of touch on, I'd be more than happy to. Please leave a like and subscribe if you actually enjoy watching these. And if you guys leave some comments, I'll circle back, and if I don't respond to them, I'll at least read them and actually take them into consideration. And I won't lie to you guys this time. There's actually going to be an upload tomorrow and not, directly after this one's recorded. So next episode, I would like to find some more iron. I think that is our biggest inhibitor in the series right now. And we could start creating some more redstone machines. I'm thinking we should go to a lower y-axis to kind of find some more ores. So let me sit on that. Let me brew on it. And I will most certainly be back tomorrow afternoon. So thank you very much. I really appreciated it. I hope you enjoyed my 5 teachings of Jesus to follow. It was really helpful for me to kind of find a rhythm here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that development. I'm going to try to continue to smooth out things in the future. So, yeah, that's good, guys. Thank you. Really fun episode. Providence out. Love you guys.